In chapter 16, we start looking at how humans end up affecting the ecosystems in and on the planet. So, Earth's human population continues to grow. We have yet to reach carrying capacity, and we aren't really quite sure what the carrying capacity of the Earth is. So, you can see here by this graph, they're projecting that it may reach carrying capacity well into the future, but like I said, we aren't there quite yet. So technology is something that helps increase Earth's carrying capacity. It makes life easier. For example, gas-powered farm equipment made it a whole lot easier for that lifestyle. Makes be able to produce more food and things like that. So that's something that helped out. Another thing that helps increase the carrying capacity is medical advancements. So being able to cure diseases that we didn't have a cure for in the past. So the growing human population is going to exert pressure on Earth's natural resources. You have non-renewable resources. They are used faster than they formed. So things that are non-renewable would be like old growth forest, oil, coal, basically any of the fossil fuels are going to be in that non-renewable resource category. So coal, oil are some examples of it, and like I said, forests are as well, but forests can fall under the renewable resources. So renewable resources cannot be used up or can be replenished by themselves over time. So examples of renewable resources are wind energy, water energy, solar energy. Um, if you do forestry right, that can be considered a renewable resource. So if you cut down X number of trees and you plant a certain amount of trees, that would be considered renewable. So growing use of non-renewable resources may lead to different crises on the planet. So resources must be properly managed in order for them to to be good for the human population. So effective management of the Earth's resources will help meet the needs for the future. So the Earth's resources must be used responsibly. Careless use of resources make them unavailable to future generations. An example of this would be on Easter Island. The people on that island ended up using up all of their resources, and there's no one on that island anymore. The culture that was there is not there anymore because they ran out of the resources that they needed. Something that comes into play when we're looking at using resources is what's known as an ecological footprint. And we're going to be doing this in class. You're going to figure out what your ecological footprint is. So it's the amount of land needed to support a person is what it's looking at. And the land uh, must produce and maintain uh, enough food and water, shelter, and energy, and be able to take care of the waste for those individuals for it to be considered um, enough for it to maintain that individual. So, like I said, we'll be looking at that in class, and you'll be able to see what your ecological footprint is and how many people should really be able to live off of what you're doing. Several factors affect the size of the ecological footprint. So the amount and efficiency of the resources that are in use, the amount and toxicity of waste that are produced. So here is just an example of what you'd end up seeing. So in North America, we tend to have a fairly high ecological footprint, but you look at some of the other countries, and theirs are pretty low compared to the population size. So we here in the US need to do a better job of reducing our ecological footprint. So that is the end of the notes for section 1.